Hi, everybody. This is Gary Demas, Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. So today was a very, very complicated day. We had when we got the gap up here, it all the software again. It was very similar to what happened here on just on the Tuesday where we got to move up. All the indicators were bullish, thinking that and what they basically go by, it doesn't mean we have to go up, but what it's saying is that you want to buy dips. And I had done the condor where I wrote the 5940 and the 5945 and then the 5870 and 5865. And what happened was when we got up here, I thought we were going to come straight up. So I closed the call side of it, just expecting for us to come up and test this the 5980 area. So I didn't want to get stopped out. And then we had this candle here. So I took away the call protection on it, and I got stopped out. I put the stop was for any trade under the 5870. We took about a $900 loss, maybe a little bit more. I have to check, but it was not an easy day. And this is the second day in a row that the delineator software has thrown me a curveball where it's suggesting to look one way and the market's doing the actual opposite. So I make these executive decisions once in a while where I'm going to monitor the software, but I'm not going to go by what the delineator is saying. I'd rather just use regular technicals, make sure support is going to hold or resistance is going to hold, and play it from there because today it was kind of self induced that this the mistake I made because I was pretty much giving I really was looking at when we had the signal weight as well as the cycle momentum that was high. You typically do not see big reversals to the downside, and that's pretty much what happened. So let's get back to things. So we have what I was telling you in last night's video is that we're basically in this range and we're at the bottom of the range. So this is where we closed on the 31st. I said if it's going to follow it, the range is going to come up this way, and that's pretty much exact. I thought it was going to go a little bit higher. I thought it would make it to the top here, but it makes sense. This is the most touches on it, and we went there. We didn't have any bearish or bullish divergences, so that's one of the reasons why I thought we were going to come back, test the moving average, and then head back up and possibly even try to close the gap. But it got it went there, and then you can see once we took out this range, that's when we started getting really acceleration to the downside. So now one of the ways that I said to trade it, and I really want to just see how things play out tomorrow before just saying, but really the way that to trade this was you trade the range. Once it's broken, you then wait for it to come up and used as resistance, and you short again. And then what we want to do is look for where the next support area would be, and unfortunately, if the Bears can the Bulls, if they can push through this 5840 level or right around the 5830 and hold it there, then we're looking at a move down to the 5777. Now, one of the other things I was showing you was, the ranges within the ranges. So I was showing you this one here where the top was the 5935 and the bottom was the 5870. So once this breaks, then what we do is I believe I had mentioned it is you want to look at the larger range, and that's from here down to here. So this is kind of it held right here. And again, just saying if it's going to follow this range, then we're going to be looking for a move to come all the way back up to the 6045 level. I want to just wait and see because if this range breaks, then the next move we're going to make is going to come down and close this gap down at the 5789. So if we get a big move down and then and support holds, I'd be interested in buying here because here's the thing: we have buy signals on the 60-minute chart here, and if we came down, this would be that false breakdown and then up if this support held. But as I said, the bulls don't really seem to have too much momentum going right now. Where each rally is just getting sold off. So we want to, play things tight to the chest here. We don't want to assume anything. I'm not going to assume because the delimiter is giving out bullish signals that the market's just going to go up, because I'm finding that that did not happen on it. And this software has been really really good for me. It's been very good with predicting where to be looking to buy dips or selling rallies. And like I said, the past couple days has been a little bit rough for the delineator. So anyway, if it's following this range, this is the upside target. If it's not going to follow this range, and really, the way that we would figure that out is going to be if we open down tomorrow and take out these lows, because then it's going to bring us down to that down to, oh, it's on the 60-minute chart. Yeah, and most likely coming down and testing this the gap, or doing the gap fill, which is also the 78% retracement. So right here, the 62 is trying to hold. If they lose it, the next thing we need to assume is that we are coming down to the 57.77. Now, if the bulls can, say, get some momentum going, and if they can get above the resistance pretty much right where it closed, then, again, we're just going to look at regular as support resistance levels. And one is obviously going to be having to get above the 50-day moving average. And again, this is the 15-minute chart. So if it can get above the 58.83, that's when I'm into, because we're going to be above this resistance area. Remember, that's what I was showing you with the 5-minute chart here. So this was the range. So if it holds it, then, let's say it could break through it. This is the next resistance, is going to be the 58.91, but there's really no price resistance with it. But if we draw some fibs, let's just see where, if they match up with anything. So let's go to the high here, to the low, and you can see it's running right around that 62% retracement. So if we get the bounce, this would be the area that I'd be watching. If they get above it, then we're looking at a move up to the 59.11. And again, if we head to the downside, then we're looking at this 57.77 as a possible downside target. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. I mean, I would be kind of leaning more on the bullish side just because of the buy signals that we're getting here, but I'm going to be a little bit on the cautious side here. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I will talk to you guys.